Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the most underrated skins in Counter-Strike 2. Previously, I did this on CSGO, and I did like the top 10, I think I included like 12 skins. So I'm going to be doing this again now, this is 3 months later, and I'm not going to feature the same skins I did last time, but we're going to aim for, I've got 15 skins here that I think look insanely good in CS2. I'm going to find a spot with nice lighting, and we're going to look at some skins. Right, I'm pinning this as the spot, boys. I think over here we're going to get some nice lighting on the skins, and then the knife will look good as well when we pull it out. And then, as always, hit that like button if you enjoy it. Hit the subscribe button if you're around here. We're going up with 2 recoil cases real quick as well. We'll kick it off slightly differently, because I'm hunting for gloves. These have gloves I want in them. And, you know, getting a gold whilst I'm recording would be nice. It's going to be a event rush. And then we'll come back to the second case at the end. First skin today is going to be the USPS Ancient Visions. This is a USP that I think is definitely underrated. For context, I own one myself, which I'll get out now in a second. I own mine well worn with some, it's a souvenir version with some nice stickers on it. I think most people overlook this because it's not crazy bright, but I think the patterns on it are very different, they're kind of cool, and I really like souvenir versions, and the souvenir versions are cheaper. I still love how this looks. Our second recommendation is going to be a battle scarred off-road, and that's the note here, because when it's battle scarred, you get the skulls and crosses patterns in it that normally you wouldn't see in factory new. I think this overall, like most people go for blue pistol, I think they default to go on like winterize, maybe like the Bunsen burner. I think off-road gets underrated for that reason. It's a really nice budget Glock option. Now, I have 2 AK options, one much more budget than the other, and I'm going to start with the budget option. And it's going to be the Elite build. Now, I'm aware that this is deemed like, I mean, it's deemed by some as maybe one of the better budget skins in the game, but I think it's because it just gets pinned as like, okay, you're going to buy a field test Elite build and you're going to upgrade as soon as possible. You can actually rock an Elite build as your main AK. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I know I don't. I've got like an Empress, Asimov, stuff like that. You could rock this as your main skin and it'll look good. You can definitely do sticker crafts on this as well. That'll look good, like you get an orange or a gold on it. And overall, I just think it falls into that disrespected category as just being a cheap skin, so people think it's not good, but honestly, this still can look great in game. And the other AK skin is going to be one that I used for quite a while. You guys would have seen it if you're watching the streams with other content. It's going to be the Neon Revolution. Now, I think this in CS2 looks really nice. Like, I like the shades of the green and the pink. And what I would do for this is, it does kind of require a sticker craft. I'm going to keep it real. I had the lurker foils on this. I built the skin with it. They looked really good. Basically, any green or pink sticker combo on this ends up looking super nice. I then have the Op Duality as an option here. And I think, like, I know it's one of the newer skins, like, from cases. And some people do really like it, myself included. But I feel like it's a bit underrated because of the whole situation there was with the Doodle lore before this got released. The Doodle lore came in, people were super excited that they're getting like a cartoon version of the Dragon lore, it got copyright striked, stuff like that, and then they changed it to the Duality. Some people were annoyed that they didn't like this as much as the Doodle lore, and then it sort of fallen into that, like, just falling in the back of the sofa kind of thing, of an op that most people, or a lot of people maybe don't want to get because of that reason. But I think it looks stunning in game. Now, an A1S, I think, is definitely underrated, is going to be the Player 2. And it's an anime skin, so I know some people immediately are going to be looking at it saying, like, why the hell would I want that? That's fair enough, that's personal preference. My only downside of the skin is the little dude's smiley face. And I would suggest a sticker craft over that area of the skin to kind of just cover that up. It's the only bit I don't really like. I like the colour mesh, though. I like this blue, the orange, and the white. I like how all those colours work together. I think it does look super cool when you're using it. And yeah, it just seems to be gradually dropping in price, at least around the field tests, which you get a low field test that looks great. So this is one to keep in mind if you're looking for something to switch up to on the A1S side. And then as I like to show like a crazy budget option and then a not so budget option, then I'm going to have the Mud Spec. Now I picked a Battle Scarred version here. I'm not sure if this looks as good as it used to do in Battle Scarred. It could also just be the lighting. So I have a souvenir one. Yeah, I think it's just the Inferno lighting. So this is a Battle Scarred version that I have with souvenirs on it, and you can see the shine that you get. You get like a bronzy shine on Battle Scarred most of the time. The Inferno lighting just sucks. I've also done a 0.8 float. Maybe that's where I've gone wrong. This is a 0.55 float. This is like under $1. I think, although it's a brown skin, I like getting a shine on it, and I think it actually looks pretty cool. We then have 2 A4 options. First up is going to be the Dragon King. Now, this is a skin. When I got back into CS just over a year ago, I bought this A4. I used it for a couple months. I loved it. But then I changed the A1S meta, so I sold it. And that's what it was. This skin just continually goes under the radar when people are like discussing like the best M4 A4s. I think it's incredible. Again, I love the color mesh. I like this purples to the blues into like, it's like this orangey red is the best way I can describe it. I think in game when you're using this, like this, if you're getting like an A4 spray down 4K, man, this is going to look sick while doing it. And then the budget option, which I don't shut up about at this point, but for a good reason, it's some magnesium, because this skin looks insane. Absolutely insane in CS2. And it's like $50 less for like a minware, maybe. I can't remember exactly. Like, it's crazy cheap either way. It looks fantastic with the lighting. And then you can do any sticker craft on this because it's a neutral base. Like, fantastic skin. Now it's time for some SMG options. So for the Mac 10, and I featured this in a video recently, I'm going to go for the Last Dive. Now, I went for the Pattern 2 here, which probably has a bit of overpay if you were to get it, because it's got like the cool like sea beast on it and whatnot. This is a pattern-based skin though. It varies between how much of this like blue sort of teal color you're going to get, and then how much of this orange color you're going to get. So just be mindful of what you're picking up. But I think if you get a pattern that you like, this can look really good in game. Then the featherweight is going to be the MP9 suggestion. This is one of the newer MP9s. It is incredibly cheap because it gets dropped a crazy amount from people opening cases. And that's exactly why I'm including it. Same sort of elements as the magnesium without the shine on it. It's a neutral skin. It looks good. It's not going to clash with like your knife and gloves, the rest of your inventory. And it's super cheap. Like, for the price you pay for this, it is 100% worth it. Now, I'm changing it up a little bit when we get to the Deagle, because I'm going to go for the Commercial Dragon. I hope I pronounced that correctly, and I don't want the rare inspect, I want the normal inspect, please. This skin, I think when we discuss Deagles, and I do this myself, I just continually overlook it. And for that reason, it is underrated. Like, I think when you talk Deagles, you're not going to go, oh, okay, you should get a print stream, or if you've got more budget, maybe you should go for, like, the Fennec Fox, the Emerald Dramanger, whatever the hell it's called. Like, you end up in that conversation, or, okay, there's an Ocean Drive, or a Code Red, and maybe they fit the inventory better. This Commercial Dragon, I love the dragon design on the actual skin itself. It gets a nice lighting effect now in CS2, and then the handle's, like, just super, super purple. So overall, I'm a fan of this. The AUG, I think we've actually discussed twice in the past week, but it's going to be this Cilian. I think I pronounced that correctly. In field tested, it's just over $1. This is a factory new version, but just for context, it looks great in field tested too. Just over $1, and I like the design on it. Some people might not like the design. They might not like the people's their bows and arrows and their daggers and stuff like that. But the main design at the top that you see when you're holding it like this and using it in game looks fantastic. It's a really nice colorway. Up until now, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to agree with almost everyone I've shown. I know for the Gity, there might be some disagreements. I'm going for the Dusk Ruin. This is a skin that until a few weeks ago I didn't know existed. Like, genuinely did not know it existed. And I honestly really like it. I still think long term I'm going to go back to Chromatic Aberration, because it's going to mix like the knife and glove combo we're going to have. But I have a souvenir version of this, which I've still got equipped. And I think the golds on this make it look insane. And again, the souvenir is cheaper than buying the normal version. And then that means we're on to our last skin now, which you've just seen. It's going to be the famous Eye of Athena. This one turns out I did put it in the last video, so, you know, 14 new ones, reinforcing another one. I think the Eye of Athena, honestly, man, like this skin, again, when you talk pharmacies, like for me, I've got ZX Spectrum. Other people go for Mecha Industries. Other people want to go for a Water Nephthys, stuff like that. This then just falls into that category, because it is like a, I'm going to call it like a 4 to 6 pound skin, for like a good minware version, most likely. I think overall, like, again, the colorways, the patterns, everything on this looks really good. It just gets lost with all the other famous options. And that's going to round off the 15 skins. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. We're going to open another case now, but I just want to say a big thank you for the support, guys. We are very close to hitting 2,000 subscribers. If you're watching this, you're at this point, you've not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, because when we hit 2K, we're going to be doing some giveaways. And I'll announce those through the future videos as they come. So you don't want to miss out those. We're going to open our case now, if I can actually find it. We're going to open it from the case key. And, I mean, I'll take a USPS print stream, but some snow leopards would be very nice as well if that gold wants to pop up. It's not going to. We're going to get a polymag. It is what it is. It's a blue skin. It's field tested. We'll end it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know which skin out of the 15 was your favourite down below, and if I've missed any that you think I should have suggested. I said that. We'll catch you in the next one, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.